Yeah, they could do a Ciri game that was like really actiony because Ciri gets like superpowers and stuff. I mean, this is not a hugely popular opinion, but I would love to see a Witcher game with a new Witcher that takes place after Witcher 3 that is about rebuilding and recreating the Witcher school. So how cool would it be if you made a custom character and you like did a bunch of quests to get your animal emblem, and then you had to like build a stronghold, and then you started in one region and you had to like help and clear out that region, and then you had to put like outpost forts in other regions, and you had to upgrade and build like Witcher forts, and you'd get attacked and you'd have to defend them, and there'd be politics involved and a main story arc, and oh god, it would be like a giant, like, you know, customization building adventure game where, you know, oh god, it'd be so awesome. Kind of like Assassin's Creed, but I was thinking like way more customization and stuff. Oh god, that'd be so much fun. Kripala sounds boring to me. Well, everything you say is boring to me, so I guess we're even. Jerk. Pathfinder Witcher, yeah, that'd be fun. Oh dude, I'd love a CRPG. That'd be cool too. Oh, where are we going for this? I think I'm going this way. Sounds awful. Your face sounds awful. So your everything about you is awful. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like Dragon Age. Yeah, kind of like Dragon Age a little bit. Yeah. 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 When will you stream Tarkov next? Maybe an afternoon for a couple hours on Thursday or Friday. Yeah, I probably want to get a little Tarkov in before we dive into KOTOR on Saturday. So, do I have a thing here? I do have a thing here. What's my thing here? What's up, dude? Go thing! I got a thing. When is Fallout 76? I have no idea. I have no idea. Kripala says, call Kripalis, he is crying. Well, he brought it on himself. Yeah, yeah. That's what he gets for disagreeing with me. Yeah, that's what he gets for having an opinion that differs from mine. I mean, seriously, who does that? Who does that? God. It's terrible. A Tigrex. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in a while. But we're going to go right by him. I know. How dare he, right? I know. How dare he? No, I don't think that game would be for everyone. That's for sure. It would be a game for Co, but not for everyone else. Nope. But I honestly, like, anything else in the Witcher universe would be fun. The thing that's interesting is I'm very curious if... Hi. I'm very curious if them making nice with the Witcher author is indicative of future projects with him. Because, like, CDPR is a company. It is... Wait. Are they fighting someone else? What's going on here? They're... I'm supposed to be fighting this guy, right? Yeah, they're coming to me. Okay, so it's very interesting to me that they had this deal with the Witcher author, and obviously the Witcher author felt totally screwed by it, and he said some really nasty stuff publicly, and you know, it wasn't a good situation. And that went on for years. Years. CDPR was just like, screw you, dude. We have a contract. Like, we don't care what you say. Like, this is how it is. And then, like, last month, seemingly out of nowhere, CDPR made good with the Witcher author. And the Witcher author made it very clear that the reason that he wasn't good with CDPR is because he wanted more money. He made it very clear. So one could infer that CDPR paid him or gave him more money. So on that note, if CDPR did not really care about it for years and years and years, and then out of nowhere decided to make nice with the author, does that mean that they're going to do something with the author? Did they have a reason for doing that? Like, they obviously didn't care enough to do it at the time, and for years they didn't make any attempt to do it. So it makes you wonder, why did they do it? So that makes me think we're going to see another Witcher game from them, and that the author's going to be involved. I mean, maybe that's wrong. Maybe, I mean, of course, you know, I don't have a lot of information. Maybe everything I'm saying is dead incorrect, but from a layman's exterior perspective, it seems like there may be something more going on. Maybe Netflix made them do it? Well, the thing is the Netflix show goes to great pains to not be like the game. So I don't see why CDPR would be involved in that. Easy Creek says, apparently the writer's claims was right by Polish law. Oh, you think it was just a legal thing then? So maybe the author was trying for years to find a way to get what he wanted, and then he just found a way to get it. Okay, I mean that would make perfect sense. Maybe that's what happened. I like my theory better. I want the author to work with CDPR to make a new Witcher game. Can we just say it's that? Even if it's just the dead wrong assumption. Let's just say it's that. That'd be so much cooler. Ooh, look at them go. Big damage. Oh, he is definitely flinched. Can we... Oh, he's enraged, too. Let's go ahead and do a cut, then. Boop. Oh, my lord. This guy is a mover and a shaker. Ah! There it is. Damn, dude. The rudeness. He went up again. Oh, we can't go up this way. Ow, 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 ow. I like the Netflix angle because if the series gets great success, there might be a new game in the works exploring series story. Yeah, that's true. Also, dude, maybe we'll see a Witcher prequel. Like, well, no, probably not, because that would involve Geralt again, and they already said they're not doing that. So maybe not that one. But. Dude, I would love to see more Witcher, more Geralt stuff, but yeah, I understand why we can't. I wonder if they ever go back on that. They could have named the Witcher Netflix Yennefer. I wouldn't, I don't know. I mean, Yennefer's a big part of the story, but Yennefer's always been a big part of the story. As long as they make Mark Hamill Vesemir, we're fine. If they're not, I'm going to riot. Hashtag Mark Hamill as Vesemir. Mark who? Mark Hamill, the guy that played Luke in the original Star Wars. He's actually a total boss. I follow him on Twitter. I love the dude. And he was the Joker, of course. Tevrat. Womp womp. Mark Hamill is a gift. He is a gift. Luke who? Luke Skyrunner or something? I can't remember his name. Luke Earthwalker? I don't know. It's something. Oh, Luke Skyscraper. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Luke Starkiller? That sounds right. Yeah. Luke Planesrunner? Okay, that sounds good. Luke Sampson. Oh, Samsonite. Ah, I wasn't even close. God. Where'd this guy go? Boop. Did I miss the tail? I might have. Maybe. Yes. Actually, it's just Gary. I believe it. I believe it. It's just Gary. Luke Ground Flyer. You're gonna play Post-Scriptum Chapter 2? I don't know. Uh-oh, somebody started a message with, let's be clear. Okay, well, now we gotta see what this says. Oh, I don't have a thing here. Oh, I'm in combat. Firstly, when he made the contract, he did it for purely the first Witcher, not a series. Secondly, he was stiffed on the amount, being only 10K for a game that made millions. And thirdly, he was well within his rights under Polish law. So let's not be CDPR chill so quickly. Actually, Keyboard Cowboy, let's be very clear about this. He signed a contract specifically saying that he would rather take an upfront payment than money for the game. Like, that's on him. He signed a contract saying that. That's 100% his fault at that point. Like, there is no justification, and it doesn't matter how much it made. If he signed a contract saying, I would rather have a lot more money now than a chance at more money later, that's 1,000% on him. That's his mistake to make. So don't for a second try to say like, oh, he deserved more money. No, he didn't. He took the upfront payment. It's like winning the lottery. Like, that's his dumbness. So then for him to like see the game make millions and be like, oh, I want some of that. Like, no, that's dumb. Yeah. So yeah, that does not sit well with me. For people they keep bringing up Polish law. I have no idea what Polish law is. Like, what does Polish law say? You have, like, for all I know, it says you have to wear a shoe on your head while eating French toast. I don't. Am I supposed to know Polish law? I'm confused. He's entitled under Polish law for what? Like, the law of surprise? Is that Polish law? Is that what that show is about? I don't. What? Surprise! You lost out on a lot of money because you signed a contract. Is that Polish law? Because I understand that. Yeah. There's an intellectual property law. Okay, okay, real talk. I know I'm joking around a lot. I have no idea what that means. Like, is there maybe there's a law in Poland that says like IP laws supersede contracts or something? I don't know what that means. I unfortunately did not take the class in my school for Polish law. I should have. It was between that and French language, but I went for French and then failed that. Yeah. Capcom says Monster Hunter World sells 15 million, Iceborne sells 4 million, so that means a total of 19 million worldwide, and has become the best Capcom selling game of all time? Wait, seriously? I hadn't heard that before. It's kind of awesome. That's true? This is the best selling game that Capcom has ever had? Damn. Cool. Well, good for them, dude. Capcom is in a beautiful place right now. Like, let's pop one of these out real quick. Yeah, Capcom, I mean, with Resident Evil and Devil May Cry and this game, like, they are churning out quality ass products. Resident Evil 3 is around the corner. Yeah, I'm very happy with Capcom right now. They're doing pretty great. The remakes are fantastic. Better than Konami? Oh, please. Konami gave up a long time ago, dude. Konami gave up. It's the pachinko machine, man. They'll change you. They'll flip you. Flip you for real, man. They'll flip you. Yeah, Konami got out of the game when they lost Kojima, basically. Komoni. I like that. Komoni, yeah. But Metal Gear Survive. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that very quality product that didn't farm that IP or anything. That's a good point. Yeah. God, I had forgotten about that game until you mentioned it. Metal Gear Survive. Oh, wow. It's like Konami's 76. Actually, it's not nearly as bad, let's be real. But it's in some ways like that. It is not nearly as bad, though. It's not really fair to Konami. Is there a hot spring around here? Man, I wish hot springs showed up on the map. It'd be super handy. I don't see any of those red plants either. Well, here I go freezing again. More like Metal Gear didn't survive. Oh. Oh. It's true. I mean, in a lot of ways, it's true. You're not kidding. It definitely, I think that was probably the last Metal Gear game we're gonna see, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna see another Metal Gear game unless they farm it for like a pachinko machine or something. Wow, that's super unfortunate. Like, Metal Gear 5 was not finished. It didn't even have an ending. And then, like, the next game, Metal Gear Survive, is just like a complete IP farm game. Man, that franchise really did not end well, did it? It really didn't. Oh, interesting. Oh, really? Factor 85. Okay. That's some good info, dude. Good info. MG5's lack of ending was on Kojima, not Konami. Really? I heard Kojima was not given what he needed to finish it. Is that not accurate? I heard Konami was basically like, this game's getting released, like, if you like it or not, basically. It was a little bit of both. Oh, okay. What do you mean when you say IP farm? An IP farm is when a company makes a game just to make money off of an IP. And a lot of times it goes against what the game is really about, or it's just a way to make money off a franchise. So IP farms are Metal Gear Survive, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Blades, Diablo Immortal. Those are games that are not what those games are about normally. They're just there to try to make money off people that like those franchises. And a lot of times the games are generally of lower quality than what they're based on. Yeah. No, I would... Tysonians, Mass Effect Andromeda is a different beast. It's a different beast. Yeah. Some Assassin's Creed games are IP farms. Absolutely. Some are not. Some Assassin's Creed games are just really good. But some of them are also, like, Assassin's Creed Unity was an IP farm game. Like, that game did absolutely nothing. It didn't move the story forward. You get to the end of the game, and they're basically like, well, that didn't mean anything. Like, that was an IP farm. Yeah. In my opinion, Battlefield 5 was an IP farm. They basically took Battlefield 1 and added, like, a few little extra things and repackaged it. So, yeah. Yeah. What do you get by the ending being not finished in MG? What do you mean by the ending not being finished in MGS5? In Metal Gear Solid 5, the main story just kind of disappears. Like, it's really weird. Like, you start getting these missions that kind of seem like they're summing up. But there's a lot of, like, basically MGS5 kind of ends with a lot of big things not being finished. It just kind of stops. And there's a lot of parts of the game that aren't really addressed or wrapped up, or it's very clear as you get towards the end of the content in MGS5 that things are not there. It's very rushed. A lot of ends are not tied together. And especially coming from the other Metal Gear games, it becomes even more apparent, like one of these things is not like the others. But yeah, to talk about Andromeda a little bit, like Mass Effect Andromeda, you could argue that it was kind of an IP farm, but at the same vein, there were a lot of technical management and company issues with Mass Effect Andromeda. That game was more a cacophony of development failure than it was an IP farm. The devs that were making Andromeda wanted Andromeda to be awesome, but they were essentially told when the game needed about another year that they had 5 months to finish it. Or I think it was like 4 or 5 months. So instead of them actually like developing and finishing the game, all the development stopped and they spent 5 months trying to make it presentable. And they didn't even make it presentable in 5 months. And it released with all sorts of horrible problems. There wasn't all the content in they wanted it to. The facial animation system was basically just bugged. Like it released just super, super poor. And it could have been a great game. I 100% at Andromeda. There are parts in that game that are some of the best in Mass Effect. I kid you not. If that game would have had another 6 months of development time, if they would have been able to realize the vision for that game, if they would have been able to develop the DLC with the other arcs, like, it would have been awesome. It would have been great. But they didn't get to finish it. And then when the game came out and it sold so poorly because of all these issues, they canceled all the DLC. So it was a really bad situation, man. It was a really bad situation. Thankfully, BioWare saved it with their next game, Anthem, which has really brought BioWare back into the... Oh, wait. Shit. Well. Oof. Yeah. Anyway. You could have just said it was EA's problem. Well, to put it bluntly, you know what? You know, when Mass Effect Andromeda came out and they talked about all the problems with it, I was very quick to blame EA. I'll say that right now. EA was the people that put in the deadline. EA were the people that rushed it out the door. And I was one of the first people to say, screw you, EA, you ruined Mass Effect Andromeda. And don't get me wrong, most of the time it's EA's fault. But here's the thing. The reason that EA gave BioWare that 5-month thing was because BioWare was already very, very largely behind schedule. And on top of that, if you guys read some of the Anthem postmortems about how messy that development was, there's no question that stuff wasn't there around during Mass Effect Andromeda's time. So, honestly, it's really, really hard to just blame EA when we all know for a fact now that BioWare was having incredibly bad management issues. Like working on things for months and then deciding that they didn't want them in the game. Telling people to make things and then just in meetings saying they weren't going to use them. Like, read the Anthem postmortem and the Dragon Age stuff too. It is depressing to read how poorly things were going there. So honestly, I think they're kind of both at fault. You can't really blame EA for that one. I mean, at some point, EA had to put its hands up and be like, dude, just deliver the game. Like, please just get the game out. Like, this is a mess. Get the game out, you know? Like, they at some point had to just throw up their hands and be like, you need to stop this. So, yeah. Who knows, man? Who knows? It's definitely not a black and white situation. Oh, Grumble Jockey. Cool. Okay. Thanks, man. So BioWare's execs should be hung up. Well, we don't, that's the thing. We don't know what the issues at BioWare could be the executives, but also it's very clear that some of the people managing the teams are also at fault. Like the people that are making the day-to-day decisions, not just the executives. Like, again, don't listen to me. Read the postmortems that are out there on them. They explain them much better than I will. But there were fundamental issues all over the company. It wasn't just like it wasn't a one-trick pony. It wasn't like, oh, those executives, darn them, it's all their fault. If we would have had different executives, we would have had a good Mass Effect Andromeda. No, not from the sounds of it. Not from the sounds of it. It sounded like there was issues at all levels. All levels. Yep. BioWare is run like a pirate ship. The one that screams loudly decides what direction it goes in. Oh, man. Sir Fluffslot says, do you think BioWare has any life left in them? The BioWare we know of today has almost none of the people that made BioWare what it is. Almost every notable name has left BioWare that has developed the products that we know and love BioWare for. It's very similar to Actiblizzard. It's not quite to the degree of Actiblizzard, because with Actiblizzard, Activision basically moved in and eviscerated Blizzard and then put in their own people. And they basically like took the soul of Blizzard and turned it into something else. And it's not quite that bad. In BioWare's version, instead of them being forced out, most of the BioWare people left on their own. Like most of the BioWare folks left on their own. It wasn't EA stepping in and being like, all right, you're all out of here and we're putting in new management. Like most of them just kind of ducked out. Over years, months and years. So yeah, it's a different situation. Is VLR fully RIP or is it still on hold? It's still on hold. I may go back to it. V3 I'm not sure about, but I may go back to VLR. Yeah. I might. I might not. I might. We'll see. It's yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know anything really, so. Yeah. Let's see. If someone wants to post a tempered quest, we could do a tempered. I'm gonna go ahead and throw hot drinks back on here, I think. You know what? No, I'll just get them from the box. I'll get them from the box. Why is today's stream so dark? Oh, it's not really dark. We're just talking about game dev, dude. You need to be positive, you need to understand the negatives. So every so often it's just interesting to talk about the state of game dev and where it is these days and what companies are doing right, what companies are doing wrong. I mean, I love this stuff, dude. This is my bread and butter. This is what I like to talk about, is this kind of stuff. One Inch Man, not anymore, actually. I'm still sad about Anthem. Me too, dude. I really wanted Anthem to be good. Yeah. Are there any indie games that are coming down the pipe that you're excited about? There's an indie game called Cyberpunk I'm looking forward to checking out in April. Yeah, I'm hoping it's good. We'll see, though. We'll see. So what are your thoughts about the current point in your Twitch career? Anything you are thinking of switching up or smooth sailing? Right now, for Twitch, I'm in a fantastic place on Twitch. I'm having fun playing what I play every day. No plans to switch up or change anything. Just keep evolving like we always try to. Yeah. No plans to move anywhere. No plans to do anything differently. Nope. I got a good thing going here on Twitch, and I'm very happy with it. Yep. I mean, hell, we're playing Coder on Saturday. Come on, man. This is the magic time, you know? This is the magic time. Let's see if anyone has any investigations. You can join a quest. Investigation. Ooh, a Legiana hunt with Lori. Let's do it. Do you think Dragon Age 4 has any chance of being good? I feel the same way about Dragon Age 4 as I feel about Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield. I have zero hype for it, and I hope to be pleasantly surprised. That's how I feel about all three of those titles. I am not excited for any of them. I hope that they're playable and fun. We'll see. Yeah. I'm planning on playing all three of them. And you know, and I really hope they're good. But At this point, it's definitely, as somebody just said in chat, well said. As somebody just said, it's basically a fool me once situation. Like, we have been fooled. We have been fooled by BioWare. We have been fooled by Bethesda. So you can't really expect much from either of those companies at this point. Yeah. I have zero hype. Yep. Especially like the Bethesda stuff with 76, man. That has been like I seriously, I had a dream one night that Bethesda made like a big announcement. And what they basically said was that, hey guys, all this Fallout 76 stuff, gotcha. It was a big experiment from a vault. And we were seeing how far we could push our consumers. And you all got tricked. And the evil corporation wins. Like, I had this dream where basically it turned out that Fallout 76 was one giant troll. And like they were doing all this terrible shit on purpose, and they put in the hacks to remove inventory, they put in the hacks that broke the games, and they were just like messing with people, and that it was all a big announcement for Fallout 5. And it was really funny because it turned out everyone actually loved it, and then Fallout 5 turned out to be good in the dream, which was even cooler. But yeah, I thought that would have been hilarious. Like just a giant troll to promote their next game. Viral marketing gone too far. Exactly. But we all know that's not actually the case, unfortunately. Yeah. Unfortunately. Sigh. When your dreams become memes. I know, right? Oh, my lord. That's the only way they could save Fallout 76 at this point. Is like, convince the world that it's a giant joke. To talk about something good, we're exactly 8 weeks from Neo 2. That's it, huh? Oh, man. Oh, God, I can't wait to play Neo 2. That game is so much fun. So much fun. Maybe Fallout 76 was a cheap cash grab to help fund Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield? Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Don't know if that makes it okay, though. Not sure if that makes it better or worse, to be honest. Is Neo 2 an IP farm? No, not at all. Neo 2 is awesome. I have already played Neo 2 many times. It is an excellent sequel, and I cannot wait to play it. Yeah, Neo 2 has done multiple open betas, and I've played each of them, and they've been great. They've just been great.